Hi, welcome to chapter 27 of the Inward Markings vlog. If you go to inwardmarkings.com, you'll see the link to the YouTube channel for the other 26 chapters, which you'll need to do to make sense of today. So where I left off is the totally unexpected, inexplicable, life-changing experience from early September 2018. And so after that evening, as any life-changing experience kind of dictates, if you like, my deep feeling of needing to seek something or someone out was certainly renewed. And I think it would be fair to say that anyone in my position, without any kind of understanding of what had occurred, would have as their first point of reference the staff member who, whenever they were in my proximity during that time, her presence led to the intensification of the experience. And so all that I could make sense of is that I needed to somehow connect with this person. So similar to what occurred at the supermarket, now it was another person working at this restaurant, and I felt compelled to speak to her to find out more about her, because just the fundamental shift that occurred on that evening. It was the only way I guess I was able to process it at that time. But what was especially significant is that, as anyone I'm sure in my position would have done, I did some further research on that restaurant. And as I mentioned in the previous chapter, it's founded and owned by two women. And if you recall the dream that I spoke of way back in whatever chapter, which I now realise is the most significant one of mid-2017, one of the owners is pretty much the exact same woman in terms of appearance as one of the women in that dream who picked me up in that car. So black, dark hair, bangs, and kind of that, tattoos. So the same look and the same vibe in terms of that kind of, I guess, rockabilly. Even though I know this person doesn't identify as such, but that aesthetic. Now the other woman is light-haired and also has bangs. Well, in the photos that I discovered when doing my research. And so I just immediately came to the conclusion that these are the two women who were in my dream. So let's just stick with that for now. Let's just say that the two women who of this restaurant were the women in my dream, because when I saw the photo of them together, it all came together in terms of the premonitionary nature of that dream. So I then returned to that restaurant. I can't remember how long it took me, but also of particular significance was something that I only realised much later, actually, was the numbers of the buildings that were significant to me at that time, including the restaurant. And what you'll see now is a series of clips detailing that. Please tune in for the next chapter. See ya. Okay, so this is the number of the house in which there's a studio at the rear that I was using as an office that I've talked about in previous episodes. 148. There's that. And this is the number of the building directly across from the supermarket where I had that mid-2018 experience. So there's that. And so this is the number of the restaurant where the inexplicable experience occurred. So there's that. And this is the number of a medical center that I was attending like a few times a week during most of 2018 and certainly post mid and September 2018. So that's all 4 of them.